I thought we were more active tonight on defense. If you're not active in a zone, you're going to get picked apart, and that's what's happened to us the last couple games. And we were more active tonight offensively. I thought we were a little better movement. We didn't, Andrew got some good looks, didn't make them, but I thought we overcame missing those shots and made some good plays and got the lead. We got 4 good days of practice ahead of us. I thought we had really good practices after we got back. And, we need the next 4 days of practice. Questions?
So, Coach, where's your team now? I know you're 8-5.
I have no idea. No idea.
I know it was a short time with them for practice, but what was the emphasis to your team during practice?
Just some small technical things, nothing big. Just didn't play harder defensively, worked on our defense a little bit. We got more to do, more work to do defensively. I thought tonight, after Morgan hit a couple, we were able to find him better. We need to be able to do that. We haven't been doing that all year, and we found him a little bit better. But we still got a lot of work to do.
Jim, do you try to take a business-like tone after that St. John's game, or do you try to uplift them, or what do you do as coach?
I just coach them. That's for you guys, all that stuff. I don't know. We go to practice. We go to practice every day. If we won 20 in a row, we go to practice the next day. If we lose 20 in a row, we go to practice the next day. That's it. All the other stuff is nonsense. You don't win any games talking to people. You win games playing better. We're not better. We got to get better. But there's not all the other stuff is just that's hocus pocus for you guys.
Coach, you say you have no idea what to expect?
No. We just are going to get ready. I don't worry about it. We just get ready. We prepare as best we can, and we go out there and play. You don't need to speculate because you'll have results. Our results are no good. Been no good. We're just going to go back to work. We're going to try to get better. But as far as what's going to happen, nobody knows.
Tyler Lydon was scoring nearly 20 points in his last couple of games, and so has it just been a tale of him just coming into his zone, or just is he playing just a little more confident?
Yeah, I think he's a really good player. I think he sees where he's getting the opportunities, and he's going to get more opportunities. And I thought that him and Torian are a pretty good combination there because they both can pass and they both can shoot. I think that's a good combination. We've got to get better on defense with them. But I thought Tyler Robeson gave us a really good first half, and really good. Not nothing, but he gave us a really good half. We need everybody to give us a little more. I thought John was real good in the first half. Frank was pretty good in the second half. But Tyus gets those open looks. He knocks those down.
Put Tyus back in the starting lineup tonight. Was that something you were always going to do once he was?
Yeah, he wasn't. He was only out because of health, and the little guards aren't playing. Either one's playing that good anyway. If they'd taken off and played really good, then that might have altered things, but that didn't happen.
Tyler Roberson really got the crowd into it on that big dunk. Do you think he's any closer to being a full-time contributor for ACC play, or?
First half he was. Second half he was not. Pretty broken record there.
So it looked like Tyler was directing his teammates more.
Yeah, I think he was good. I think he was doing some things like that. I think that's good. We got to get our point guards to do that better. That's what we're working on. We're going to keep working on in practice. I think we got better, even though it was only 3 practices. I think we got a little better in some things. But Cornell's given some people some pretty good games. They've lost, but they've been, they were at Southern Cal. I watched the game the other night. They were in the game the whole game practically till the last 10 minutes. I think they're a much better team they were last year, I think. And I thought we just, we're better, but we have 4 days of getting a couple days of couple practice in each day because of the vacation. We get a little more time to go over stuff. I think we need to just spend more time going over the simple things that we try to do so everybody gets it better. I don't think we've all quite got it yet, but we got a lot of work to do. Tonight was a baby step. Doesn't really mean much, but we've got to get ready when we have some time, and we'll try to use it constructively and get to play a little better.
Did you say you don't like to speculate about where your team's at?
No, it doesn't do any good.
But do you talk to them, since the St. John's game, about
No,
where they're at?
no, they know where they're at. They know where they know right where they're at. I don't have to tell them that. What would I say to them? You're not very good. You're not playing very good. They know that. Enough. I think there's enough people telling them that. I don't think I need to. My job is to get them better. It doesn't do any good to speculate about what they're doing or what they're not doing. We have to work. We have to go to practice, try to correct whatever things we can correct, and move on. It's a funny game. It really is. It's a funny game. You see some strange scores out there, and that's the game of basketball. Boston College was struggling against everybody they played, and they were up 20 against Providence the other day. 20. Made it look easy. Providence was 10-2 or something, beating Rhode Island, and beating some good teams. It's a funny game. You just got to go to practice, got to try to get better. That's what you do. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're 12-1 or 6-6. You just try to go to practice. You try to get better. It's not going to do any good to speculate. It's not going to do anything to, we talk to each kid individually about what they can do better. Each coach talks to each kid in his group about what he can do better. We try to tweak a couple things that might help us a little bit offensively, and defensively we go work on it every day, and we got some days to work on it. And it's not like a veteran team where you just try to get through. We wouldn't even practice. We practice once a day the next 4 days normally. That's what we do. We can't do that. We have to get more teaching in, more things in, get better at things. We got to use these days constructively. And anytime we get a break after that, we got to use those days to get guys better. That's the bottom line. We need to get better, and the players know that. Everybody knows that. Nothing new.
Jim, you mentioned Torian getting better on defense.
Yeah,
what exactly?
Everything. He's everything.
Is there any area that
No,
okay.
He's lost. He's lost out there. He tries to get in the way sometimes, and sometimes he tries to get out of the way. He's long. Once in a while, he might, by accident, do something there. But he's a very, very good offensive player. He's got to get better defensively, rebound-wise. But he's our best low post player, and it's not even close. Not even close. He passes it out of there. The more he plays, the better he'll get at that. He gets it out, gets Tyus an open three. He's very good in there. He's gifted offensive player.
Now that ACC plays here, what have you seen so far of your conference?
It's a great conference. We know that. We know that. We'll have to get better. All right, we'll see you.